A sparkline is a way of graphing data. A sparkline is different from a chart that you would insert into Excel. And the reason that it's different is because it's much smaller. You can create a line or a column sparkline. Again, it just graphs all the data that goes into it into either a line showing a trend or a column showing a trend. And typically what you'll see is that it's very small. It's in one cell. So in our case, we're being asked to put a line sparkline in H4 and a column sparkline in, I believe it's column H15. So let's start with column H4, with cell H4 rather. And what you're going to do is take all of this data here and draw it in sort of a line. Like, which way is the line going? Is it trending up? Is it trending down? So basically, this is a management tool. At a glance, you can tell which direction you're headed in. If, for example, if you were looking at sales, are you heading up? Are you heading down? Right? So right here, what you would do is go to your insert tab, and in your insert tab you have tables, add-ins, charts, etc. There's so much stuff, right? But go over to the sparkline group and notice what you have on the sparkline. You have a line, a column, or a win-loss being high-low basically. But all they're just doing different ways of getting an at-a-glance view. So what's the range that you want to chart out? So you can just ignore this, right, and just click here. These are the cells that we want to graph out. C4 to G4. Remember that the colon represents a range. That means C4 through G4. And then where do you want it to show? So here it tells you that it's going to put the sparkline in H4, which is correct. It's got the dollar signs in front of it for absolute cell reference, which is fine. So just click OK. And notice the trend line that it creates. We start out at 312, right, for August. We go up a little bit to 406 for September, a little higher, 569 for October, 492, slightly lower, and then back up again to 663. That's correct. Now do the same for the rest of these. I'll show you now how to do the column line. So click in the destination cell again. Again, go to Insert. Again, go to the sparkline group, and now you want a column. So click on column. Data range, so specify your data range, and it's going to be August through December again. And again, notice that it puts in the destination for you because you are already in that cell, H15. Click OK, and notice the difference here. It shows you a short column, a small column that indicates where these are relative to one another. So here's your August data, your September data, your October data, down a little for November, and then back up as our highest for December. So one thing I wanted to mention is how to format your either line or column sparkline. So click in the cell where you have the line sparkline, and notice across the top here you have a new tab called Sparkline. So click on that, and you can then add point markers. So if you click on this, see what it does for you here. You can change the colors. So the sparkline color can be changed, and I believe that's where they're directing you in your book. Oh, green is terrible because it blends right in, right? You can change the marker color. So the marker was what I just had in there to show the high points. You could change the color to a dark color so you can see, etc., etc. But this is how you could modify the look and feel. So I'm just going to change. I'm going to undo what I just did and have you go in and follow your instructions on how they wanted you to do that.